What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to this week's second and final episode of the greatest podcast on turf. I'm Anthony.
I'm Ryan.
We're back with another division off-season / season preview breakdown type of deal. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, we've been putting out some NBA playoff content. We dropped our conference final predictions yesterday. So go check that out. Click on the channel. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. As always, check out our sponsor, My Family's Business, Little Italy Pizza Shop in Townsend. If you go in and show proof you're subscribed, you'll get a discount. And then if I'm there, I'll buy your meal for you. Here we go. Starting off, New England Patriots.
Starting off with the worst team.
Yep.
Just wanted to make that
That's
clear.
how you want to be. Fine with what the fuck ever. Patriots had a solid draft. Christian Gonzalez in the first round. Keon White in the second round. Then it fell off a fucking cliff. Took some backup offensive linemen. We drafted a kicker, Chad Ryland, who's our starting kicker. Then we drafted a punter. Patriots are about an average team in Madden terms. Are probably about an 81-ish, I would say.
77.
Probably a 79 offense and probably like an 83, 84, 5 defense. I don't know what to expect from the Patriots this year. Probably mid. Still don't have a quarterback, and it's been 4-ish years. I don't know what that noise was. Yeah, we drafted Mac Jones like 4 years ago now. Hasn't worked out. Still no quarterback. Patriots are just...
Malik Cunningham and Trace McSorley.
Anyways, you forgot our best quarterback, Bailey Zapp. But
Malik Cunningham is by far your best quarterback.
I don't know how I feel about the Patriots. Average. I'll let you go. Let's hear your spiel.
Average is kind of bold.
They're about 7-8 wins, I feel like. Maybe 9 if we're lucky.
When we're looking at this division and they have to play 3 of the best teams in football 6 times,
Yeah.
it's hard to envision them really winning a lot of them. So I feel like you're probably looking at a 1-5 or 2-4 from those games. And then we got to look at the rest of their schedule.
Here we go. Eagles week 1. Dolphins week 2. Then the Jets, Cowboys, Saints, Raiders, Bills, Dolphins, Washington, Colts, Giants, Chargers, Steelers, Chiefs, Broncos, Bills, Jets.
Okay, so let's look at the sure wins, right?
Saints.
I don't even know about that. Are they for sure locks?
100% locks.
Washington,
Vegas.
I don't even know if Vegas is a lock.
Washington, Vegas, Chargers, Giants, Colts. That's 5.
Vegas isn't a lock.
That's 5. Listen, I gave you New Orleans, and you're going to give me Vegas.
It's fine. Okay, so 5 wins at a lock. And, I mean, this schedule is an absolute gauntlet. They have to travel to New York, travel to Dallas, home against New Orleans, travel back to Vegas.
I mean, we have a nice 3-week stretch. Washington, Colts, Giants.
Yeah, with the bye week in there. That's beautiful.
Yeah, with a bye week in between the Colts and Giants. But after that, Chargers, Steelers, Chiefs, Broncos, Bills, Jets.
So when we go back to this average talk, I'm not sure they're quite there.
I mean, we start the first 4 weeks. Eagles, Dolphins, Jets, Cowboys. I mean, granted, we always played Dallas tough.
Yeah, when you had Brady.
Mac Jeezy did all right 2 years ago.
Okay.
Remember we watched it at your house and CD caught the game-winning touchdown after he beat Jalen Mills?
Yeah.
Me, you, and Jake watched it.
Patriots over/under win total is 7.5.
Holy shit. Give me...
I'm feeling under.
I mean, give me a Photoshop. Find me a picture of Caleb Williams in a Pats jersey, and I'm sold. I mean...
Yeah.
This just screams like the tank for Trevor season. Good quarterback class, and we'll get stuck with the...
Drake May. Quinn Ewers.
We'll get stuck with Quinn Ewers out of fucking Texas. That just screams it with Drake May and Caleb Williams up at the top. We're going to get stuck with Quinn Ewers. And then we'll be tanking for Arch Manning in a couple more years. So it's just going to be a repetitive cycle till we get one.
Oh, bum Texas quarterbacks.
Yup.
These tank for Jackson Arnold. Like shit.
Yeah. I mean, give me Dylan Gabriel.
Tickets as low as $491 for the Philadelphia game.
Well, that's because it's like Brady's retirement night. Believe me, I looked. Me and Danielle wanted to go up, but it's week 1 and tickets are expensive. I looked already. But
$491, you got that.
I said my pockets are deep, but not $900 some deep for.
You can go to the Dallas game for $55.
Is it in New England?
No, it's in Dallas.
Oh shit! I was gonna say if it's in New England, that might not be a bad idea. I mean, be cool.
Travel all the way up there to watch the Cowboys kick your ass.
It ain't that bad. It's about as long of a drive when we drove to Dub V. I mean, it ain't terrible. But back to the Patriots. Another long season it's going to be. I'm glad I have my other favorite team in my back pocket, my cop-out team.
Guys, if you're watching this, please let us know that you're not allowed to have 2 favorite teams, and please give this man hell for it.
Also, some backstory.
Especially a team that beat you in the Super
I
Bowl.
grew up a Patriots fan, but my girlfriend, her dad has season tickets. And one of my best friends just bought season tickets as well. So I personally have zero problem with...
We do not care.
With wearing an Eagles jersey.
We do not care.
See, and that's fine because you're going to be like that and that's fine. You're usually like that and I expect more. You're usually not like that. I expect more from you.
We do not care.
But yeah, so I have no problem with wearing another team's jersey and going and enjoying a game by myself or going with my family. All is fair in love and war, Ryan.
Fair weather.
All is fair in love and war.
This isn't war.
It's the principle.
Or love.
It's the principle. It is
a football team.
You could argue it is love or
loyalty.
war.
This is loyalty right here.
And I'm the most loyal person you'll ever meet.
Not to New England.
There's levels to this shit. But it's the same principle. You're right. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
But Patriots 7.5.
Under.
I could see him winning 7 games, so I got to go the under. I think it's going to be a long season for New England.
Yeah.
I don't think... I see like a 7-win team out of New England, so I got to take the under.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they... Like I said, in my opinion, the only surefire wins are Washington, Indy, and Washington, Indy.
I mean, the future don't even look that bright. On the defense...
You have no young pieces that are like, oh shit, besides Kyle Duggar.
Christian Gonzalez.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
I mean, Josh Uche kind of showed last year. But, I mean, Jabril Peppers, I feel like he's a little bit... He's not younger anymore. You got Duggar, Christian Gonzalez, Josh Uche. Judon's probably got a year or 2 left. I mean, then on the offensive side, you got Mike Onwenu. He's an all-pro caliber guy. I like Ramondre. Again, you don't have a quarterback, and that's the most important position. I feel like if you put a decent quarterback on this team, they could make some noise. But you have Mac Jones, who is not the guy, so I will stand on that forever. And Mac Jones sucks, and tank for Caleb. Who do we got next? Miami?
We can do Miami.
Miami. Solid draft. Didn't have a lot of picks. They just bought in Isaiah Wynn from the Patriots. Some depth on the O-line. Connor Williams.
Is he going to start?
I mean, Wynn and Austin Jackson will be fighting for the starting spot. But Connor Williams is their starting center. Jesus.
He was their starting center last year, I believe.
I mean, in the cornerback room, where is he even? He's not even on the depth chart.
Who?
Cam Smith?
See.
He ain't on the depth chart.
But it's still Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard, and Cam Smith.
And Javon Holland, who's all-pro.
Deshaun Elliott, who's 78 overall.
With Bradley Chubb. I mean, linebacker room could use some work. Jerome Baker has been okay. David Long Jr., Jalen Phillips, Young, Emmanuel Ogbo, Raekwon Davis. I mean, this defense has the potential to be the best defense in football.
Yeah. And they're by far the most opportune. Well, them and Dallas are by far the most opportunistic defenses in terms of turnovers and touchdowns. Like, those two top everything.
Yeah.
Van Ginkel is a stud on special teams.
Yeah, he is.
That dude has a touchdown a year blocking a punt.
Every year. Not very deep on the defensive side of the ball, though, outside of the secondary. Bunch of 72s and 3s. Some high 60s. But, I mean...
That corner room is...
I didn't even realize they had Jalen Twyman. They took Noah Igbenogany was a first-round pick a couple years ago. He was the Burrow year. Then on the offensive side of the ball, you got kind of a deep offensive line. Robert Hunt's pretty good. Austin Jackson, Isaiah Wynn on the right side. Liam Eichenberg at left guard and Teron Armstead at tight. This offensive line is an injury away from just being in the shitter. Especially, look at the interior.
Two serviceable right tackle. Interior, fine. Interior, sure.
Yeah. Isaiah Wynn played left in New England for some time, so if Armstead goes down again, he slides there. But, I mean...
They have 3 pretty good tackles. This team's fast, though.
Miles Gaskin is still on his team.
They have Chosen Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
This team could literally just run straight. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Chosen Anderson, and
Cedric Wilson. Raheem Mostert.
Yeah. A-Chain.
Devon A-Chain, yeah. Tua.
Mike White, Skylar Thompson. That's a quarterback room.
Yeah.
James Blackman. Why does that sound familiar?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Tua is a big question mark with the injuries and the head injuries and all that stuff, obviously, but Dolphins, Jesus, they have how did they get low? Jeez. I see Titans. That's all I need.
Well, you play the Colts.
That's fair. They got week 1 they played the Chargers. New England, Denver, Buffalo, Giants, Carolina.
This is just as hard as yours.
Philly, New England, Kansas City, Raiders, Jets, Washington, Titans, Jets, Dallas, Ravens, Bills.
So we're talking about easy games. We got Carolina, Philly. Oh, no, yeah. Carolina.
Tennessee.
Yeah, why did I say Philly? Carolina,
Tennessee, Giants, Raiders. Who did they get instead of New Orleans? Fucking Carolina.
So they got Carolina, Giants, Washington, Tennessee.
Yes. Raiders. Did you say them?
I don't think Raiders are an easy game.
How?
I'm buying into Jimmy G.
I mean, me too, but to say it's not an easier game.
I mean, if we're putting...
The
Giants aren't even an easy damn game.
Who's blocking for Jimmy G?
Colton Miller.
Jermaine Illuminator?
Okay, they suck. But they have Jimmy G and Devontae Adams.
And Jacoby Myers.
They have Jimmy G, Josh Jacobs, and Devontae. Okay, they're an easy game.
Thank you.
It's fine.
I mean...
Okay. So the easy games on this schedule are Carolina, Vegas, Washington, Tennessee.
Yes.
I'm not even sure New York Giants. I don't think we can do that anymore.
Nah.
They did make the playoffs.
Can you say the Chargers?
No. Week 1 Chargers.
Fair.
Weather warm Chargers.
Fair. Okay, you're right.
Not easy. Denver. I mean, we can argue them being an easy team.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think they're going to suck this
What's
year.
their over-under wins? Probably 8.5 right now.
It's gonna be 10. Miami.
M.
Yeah, 9.5.
9.5. I mean, the AFC's so good. I mean, I feel like the last 4 weeks of the season is going to mean something for them. I mean, Jets, Cowboys, Ravens, Bills.
I think they get 10. Like, I'm a slight over.
Yeah,
but it ain't going to be easy.
No, absolutely not. I mean, yeah. I'm telling you, the last 4 weeks of that season is going to be, like, big for them in terms whether it's seeding or even making the playoffs. I mean, because what? The surefire AFC teams to make the playoffs, just 100% locks barring injuries. Kansas City, Buffalo, Bengals, Jets. Maybe Jets.
Okay. Probably
Jags
now.
Yes.
That's not because they're on the same tier as Kansas City.
But they're in the division, yes.
We're just making it clear for
you. So Kansas City, Jacksonville, Cincy, Buffalo Jets. That's 5.
And then we're looking at, for the non-teams,
yeah.
Dolphins, Ravens, Browns, Broncos, Chargers.
Yes.
To make up those final 2 spots.
Yes. I'm telling you, those games, that Baltimore game, the Buffalo game, the Jets game, the Dallas game, they'll need to win, but that has no barring on, like, AFC, the rest of the AFC. But, I mean, if they can knock off the Jets, Ravens, Bills, all 3 of them, 2 of the 3, I mean, I feel like that could be their ticket in. just in terms of wins. Probably don't beat Kansas City. Probably don't beat Philly. I mean,
their offense is good enough to beat anybody, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, they're like right there on that like second, like the final 2 seeds in the AFC.
Tyreek Hill will run right by
Yeah.
James Bradbury and Darius Slay. Just throwing it out
They
there.
got Keely Ringo playing in the safety.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And Sidney Brown. Come on.
Yeah.
Are you forgetting that Slay is a top 1 corner in the NFL?
No, he's washed, remember? Ask Matt Kelly.
Yeah, Matt. Okay. I'm so sending that clip. He'll get so mad. He'll get so... But I think that the Dolphins are around a 10-ish win team. Next up, the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Obviously, Josh Allen. Running back room is Jesus. James Cook, Damian Harris, Naheem Hines, and Latavius Murray. Receiver room sucks outside of Diggs. Gabe Davis, Khalil Shakir, Trent Sherfield, Deontay Hardy. Jesus. Don Kincaid at tight end helps make up for that.
He's still a rookie.
Yeah. O-line, though. Deion Dawkins, one of the Connor McGoverns, Mitch Morse, Ryan Bates, Spencer Brown. Osiris Torrance probably start over Ryan Bates. You need a right tackle. I said it 2 years ago.
Yeah, I was going to say they have needed a right tackle for a while.
I said it 2 years ago. And they still don't have a right tackle.
This team might not be better than the Jets.
I think their defense might be. Maybe. I haven't really looked at it. I mean, Rousseau, Epineza, Boogie Basham, Ed Oliver, Daquan Jones, Jordan Phillips, Von Miller, Shaq Lawson.
D-line is there.
Shane Wright is still in the league. Jesus. Linebacker room. Holy shit. Terrell Bernard and AJ Klein and Matt Milano. That looks a lot. That linebacker room looks 100 times better just with Tremaine Edmonds' name there. Then the secondary, secondary's good for what it is. Trey White, Teron Johnson, Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, Taylor Rapp, DeMar Hamlin, Kyer Elam, Dane Jackson.
Defense is very solid.
Yeah. The offense, it's just a fact if they can score points. Teams key Diggs, what do you got? What's it going to be? They struggled last year. Josh Allen can only do so much. I feel like they had an okay offseason. I think that they really should have prioritized bringing in another.
They should go get Dalvin.
Why? Yeah, why not? They never do. We've always said they've always linked to these running backs.
Dalvin would definitely go to. I don't know if he would.
He might not want to.
He might not want to take carries away from his brother.
I would take carries away from my brother just to play with my brother.
Yeah, but he might not want to do that because his brother wants a bag and he wants to give it to him.
Sure.
They could use it. They could definitely use another receiver.
I mean, yeah.
I feel say much at all.
I feel like that's one of the main things. The defense is fine. Going into the offseason, I said right tackle, wide receiver.
They make a tight end and an O lineman.
Yeah.
So they were like so close to getting it exactly. They just barely
they went down a position. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
What was I about to say? What the hell was I about to say? It's like they showed that they can just throw a running back out there and have success. Devin Singletary was okay for all that time. Zach Moss had his little run. I mean,
James Cook could be better than all of them.
This running back room is going to end up being like Latavius Murray, Damian Harris as like the starters, with James Cook seeing third down reps and Naeem Hines playing special teams. Is what it's going to look like because that's the Buffalo Bill way.
Yeah.
They got to stay healthy and the O-line has to play good and I think Buffalo will be fine. In terms of the schedule, they start out not terrible. Jets, Raiders, Commanders, Dolphins, Jags. They got
the Jags. They
didn't get Kansas City. They did get Kansas City, but they got Cincy, Tampa.
Yeah. Tampa's easy.
Yeah.
I forgot Tampa was easy now.
Baker.
The second half of their schedule sucks.
Yeah.
Kansas City, Dallas.
After the Tampa game, it's like, damn. After the Tampa Bay game, it's like, I mean, Denver's a big wild card. Then you got the Chargers on Christmas Eve in LA.
Who the hell do like the Colts play? Like, I feel like all these good teams are playing each other. So like, who the hell do the Colts play? They got to play all bums. Yeah. Okay.
Jesus. Houston. They get Houston twice a year. The Rams, the Titans, New Orleans, Carolina, Cleveland, maybe Tennessee, Atlanta, Tampa.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
Okay, their hardest games are the AFC North games.
Yeah. I was just curious because I'm like, all these good teams are playing good teams. So like, who are the Colts playing?
Who's Atlanta playing?
I think I'd be playing just nobody.
Yeah. Oh, they got the NFC North.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Indy, Carolina, Tampa, New Orleans,
Arizona.
Minnesota. And they're not.
It's so crazy because Arizona is so getting Caleb Williams. They are so getting Caleb.
No. They're getting Marvin Harrison and Olaf Fashanu.
Holy.
To pair up with Paris Johnson.
Yeah. I don't even know if that would work. I mean, Paris Johnson could... Hypothetically, Paris Johnson could play right.
I just want Kyler to have success. Those over-unders 10.5.
Something's got to give. I feel like they will hit the over. Like, I feel like... I mean, what?
They have the same over-under as the Eagles.
Really?
One less than the Chiefs and the Niners.
I feel like they'll split with the Jets, beat the Raiders, beat Washington, split with Miami, beat New England twice, probably beat the Giants, beat the Bucks, beat Denver, then they'll beat the Chargers or Dallas. That's 10. Then say they beat like a Jacksonville, who I didn't say, or like they're around 10, 11 wins probably, if I had to guess, just off the top of my head without any football being played yet. But yeah, to me, the receiving room leaves a lot to be desired, and the O-line kind of does too. This is another O-line an injury away from just being gunned down.
Yeah.
Like, hypothetically, if they lose, like, a left tackle, their season's, like, already, like, kind of in the shitter. The receiving room is so bad. It's like Gabe Davis a 78, Khalil Shakir like a 72. Then you got 70 overall Trent Sherfield.
He makes plays.
He does. Joe Burrow made him, like, catch a lot of touchdowns.
Was it Burrow?
Yeah, he was on Cincy last year. No, I'm thinking of somebody else.
I'm pretty sure he was a Dolphin last year, and then he was a Niner the year before that.
Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking of somebody different.
I think.
I mean...
yeah, he was Miami, and then he was a Niner the year before that.
Gosh.
With 9 receptions for 87 yards. But somehow I still remember the guy being a baller. I'm pretty sure he did good in the playoffs, I think.
Probably. Then the team that most of you have probably been waiting for, the New York Jets.
The New Jersey Jets.
Take it away.
With Aaron Rodgers, Zach Wilson, a running back room that consists of Breece Hall, Michael Carter, Israel Abanikata, and Donovan Knight. Pretty deep. Garrett Wilson, Allen Lazard, Mecole Hardman, Corey Davis, Randall Cobb, Denzel Mims. Deep receiver core there. If anybody wants to make plays, they can make them on this team. Tyler Conklin, CJ Uzomah. Pretty serviceable.
Jeremy Rucker was really good in college, too.
Dwayne Brown at left tackle. Hole. Laken Tomlinson. Solid. Connor McGovern. Okay, solid. Elijah Vera Tucker. Solid. Mekhi Becton. Solid when healthy. So, very solid offensive line. Left tackle, they have a hole because Dwayne Brown is pretty damn old, I'm pretty sure.
About 30-something, late 30s.
Defensive line, Quinnen Williams, who is due for an extension. Jermaine Johnson, Solomon Thomas, John Franklin Myers, Quentin Jefferson, Carl Larson, Will McDonald.
First round pick, 15th overall.
Better be pretty damn good. Linebacker room, a little bit to be desired. CJ Mosley's getting up there in age, but he's a good player.
Yeah.
Corner room, Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed, Chuck Clark, Jordan Whitehead at safety.
Their secondary is not that good outside of Sauce.
Yeah, secondary is slightly weak, but I think their defensive line might be good enough to kind of make up for that.
That's literally the Robert Saleh. That's exactly how the Niners always were. Yeah. They had great rushers and they never had a corner like Sauce. But I mean, the D-line makes up for it.
Yeah, they'll be able to use Sauce to lock up the 1, and then they'll double cover the 2, and or whatever they want to do.
I mean, the Jets,
and then they have the defensive line to make up for it.
The schedule. Week 1, Buffalo, Dallas, New England.
Why
Kansas
do we
City,
play Aaron
Denver.
Rodgers every freaking year?
Just can't escape them.
Who do we played every single team so far? Holy shit!
Yeah. Then you got.
that second half of the schedule looks so much easier.
Yeah, it does. Oh my god. I mean,
when you start seeing like different colors, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this schedule's easy.
after Philly, you got the Giants. You got the Chargers coming to New York in the cold.
Yeah,
Then you got to go to Vegas, then Buffalo. Okay.
they can win from week 8 to week 18.
Yeah. Dolphins, Atlanta, and Texans back-to-back weeks. Before they play Miami, then they finish with Washington, Cleveland, New England. I see who got the easiest schedule in the division. Christ. I mean,
A little bit of a gauntlet at the start.
but it makes up for it at the end when your final 3 weeks are Washington, Cleveland, and New England.
Yeah.
Their last 6 weeks, they have one hard game and it's Miami. Yeah, because I mean,
Cleveland could be hard.
I think Cleveland's gonna be good this year.
Good.
Yeah, I think Cleveland.
Very well could be.
Yeah. What are they? What's their over under? That's probably high as shit, just because they have overrated fucking Aaron Rodgers. That's exactly what it is.
Dude hates Aaron Rodgers. 9.5. It's kind of low.
Huh?
I'm kind of feeling over.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to overrate Aaron Rodgers.
When 5 of their last games are probably Sherlock wins, that's a given. Probably beat the Chargers and the Raiders. They got to travel all the way to the Giants.
Yeah, it's literally their home. They share the damn thing.
I mean, yeah, I think that 9.5 is way under. I mean, I feel like that's kind of low. I feel like that ain't a bad bet. Over 9.5 wins. Maybe I'll go hit up Del Park and just put in a bunch of bets.
I'm surprised you're backing Aaron Rodgers for one of these.
For what?
You're backing Aaron Rodgers for one of your bets.
I mean, it'll probably bite me in the ass just because all that shit I talk on the guy, but they'll probably get hurt and they'll win none. Knock on wood. Don't wish injury. But I mean, the Jets, that's 9.5 is low, but I mean, the start of the season's rough.
But I mean,
Like, assuming Denver's good, your first 6 weeks up until your bye week, there's no 100% lock wins.
No. Correct.
New England knows there. I'm sorry. Okay. You got one. Maybe. Because it's at home in New England. New England's got the home field. Okay. So maybe there's one, assuming Denver's good. But.
No, Jets are home.
Oh, that's okay.
So Jets are home versus Buffalo. They travel to Dallas. Home, travel, home. So they're home a lot. They're home a lot all season, it feels like. What the hell?
Well, because they have they have stretches. Like, they're home for 2 at the start.
Yeah.
Then they're home for 3 and then toward the end.
They travel a lot the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, because they go to Miami, then they play the Jets, and then they got to go to Cleveland and New England. That'll be tough.
But that's not even far.
Yeah.
Them traveling, like the games where they travel, they don't have to travel.
Having to
far.
play in
Except for
Cleveland
Vegas,
and New
Buffalo.
England, though, in December and January, I mean, they're used to it, but I don't know. Final division prediction rankings.
Buffalo, Jets, Miami, Patriots, with Miami being the last wild card.
Thank you. Yeah. Same rankings for me. I'm not going to fight you on it. I thought you were going to overrate Miami like you do every other year, but it's fine.
I don't think I've ever overrated Miami.
I feel like you do.
I
Just a
always
little
put
bit.
them at around 10 wins,
It's fair.
which is what's rightfully given.
It's fair. Anything else? Cool. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Peace.